Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to take you through a day in the life of a typical day that looks like when it comes to some cleaning, some baking, and some prepping for dinner. If you're new here, my name is Sarah. I'm a mom of three. I have two boys, ages 7 and 2, and a 4-year-old girl. I post videos every Wednesday, and my channel is a lifestyle channel, so a lot of cleaning, organization, decluttering, motivation. If you do enjoy this video, please do give it a thumbs up, as well as subscribe to my channel to see future videos from me, and I hope you enjoy it. Once the kids and I have eaten breakfast, then I always spend the first part of the morning in the kitchen, whether it's unloading the dishwasher, which is typically run in the evening, putting dishes away that we washed the night before, and then also sometimes washing dishes from the night before that maybe we just left to do the next day. So I do spend a bit of time in here getting all that put away and sorted out. So on this day, I was actually really on top of laundry. I got my one load done early in the day, so I was able to get it washed, folded, and put away before noon, which was nice to get out of the way. I do laundry every day, so this is definitely part of my regular day in the life because laundry just never ends in this household when you have 5 people. So my son is currently distance learning and his teacher send out the work for the week at the beginning of the week. So then I like to get it all printed out so that I have it ready to go. So as the week goes on, we can progress through his work and do it on whatever days work best for us. On most days, the kids usually eat lunch around noon, but there are some days I will admit that the morning goes by and all of a sudden I look at the clock and it's 12:30 or 1. So I do try to get their lunch around noon, but some days it just doesn't happen. So at this point, I usually get them fed, get my youngest down for a nap, and then I will make my lunch, which is often just a big salad with various veggies, sometimes some strawberries, some goat cheese, sometimes some protein if we have any leftover chicken and that sort of thing. So it kind of varies, but it's typically a salad of some sort. find myself baking quite often. So this day I decided to make some more chocolate chip cookies. I usually make a double batch because we do go through them between the 5 of us. So this is something I typically do every week and a half to 2 weeks, depending on how fast we go through them. This roll-out rack is really great. It's a great size for various cookie sheets, casserole dishes. I had a couple pots on it the other day. You can also use it to wash your vegetables if you just stick it on top of your sink. So it's very versatile, and the best thing about it, as you saw, is I can roll it up and tuck it away, and it takes no space at all to store. While the cookies were baking, I put the ribs in the crock pot for dinner. They do have to go in for 2 hours on high. In this particular day, I only did it for an hour and a half on high because I had forgotten to put them in. So we're now going to have a later dinner because of it, but that's okay. I like to get everything cleaned up right after I finish baking. I don't like to leave the kitchen a mess. There are times I'm able to get some of the other stuff cleaned up while the cookies are baking in between batches, but because I had to dry dishes first before I could wash more, I didn't get to it until I was done baking the cookies. Once I'd rinsed off all the dishes, I decided to give the sink a clean. I do try to give the sink a bit of a scrub once a week or so, because even though this particular side is where we put all our wet dishes, it does still get a bit dirty just from sprays and everything else. So I do try to keep on top of it once a week or so. time to take the ribs out and dump the fat. So I just put the ribs onto a plate, dump the fat out of the crock pot, put the ribs back in, and then I mix the barbecue sauce to put on the ribs. Once the sauce is mixed up, I just pour them on top of the ribs and then put the crock pot on low for 4.5 hours. So as any day goes, I had planned to make cookies and muffins the day before, but time didn't allow for that to happen. So here I am the next day making the muffins that I wanted to make the day before. And you will see a little head popping around as my 2-year-old was doing circles around the island. When bananas would go bad, I used to peel them and put them in Ziploc bags in the freezer. But now I just go ahead and make muffins right away, and then I'll just freeze the excess muffins because I find that way easier than trying to deal with frozen bananas to make muffins with. When I make the banana chocolate chip muffins, I do make mini muffins and regular size muffins. So when I make the mini muffins, I use mini chocolate chips, and when I make the full size muffins, I use full size chocolate chips. My daughter absolutely loves the mini muffins, especially when she goes to preschool and stuff. They're the perfect snack for her to take. And they're also perfect for when we're on the go because I can throw a few muffins in for each of the kids, and they're just nice and easy for them to have as a quick snack. Well, that's it for today's video. I do hope you enjoyed it. That is a typical day in the life for me where I go into every single day with kind of a plan of what I want to get done. But then due to depending what the kids want to do, or depends on the weather or how the day goes, I don't always get everything done. So like in this case, I had to continue my baking the next day, but I don't always necessarily get all the cleaning I want done or whatever else I want to accomplish, but that's okay. So if you did enjoy this video, please do give it a thumbs up, as well as subscribe to my channel so you can see future videos from me. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.